Hello and welcome to the Xbox guys. Today we're going to be building the Diamond Minecart statue skin. And the wool, here's some examples of what they're going to look like here. You're going to need brown wool, blue wool, yellow wool, orange wool, a block of gold, gray wool, light gray wool, white wool, and green wool. We're going to need some other wools later, but we're going to start with these ones for now. So you're going to want to make a row of 8 with the brown. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then add 2 rows on top of that. And then 3 rows of blue. Okay, and then for here, you're going to add a brown on just like this. It might actually be on just the ends, I believe. Yeah. So you're going to put yellow, orange, and then you're going to go orange, yellow, yellow on top of the yellow, and gold on top of orange. So just like that. And then fill the rest of this in here with brown. I think the middle part's supposed to be brown, but I don't know what I'm doing. We'll find out. I'll look at it. Once I get this, so you're going to go up 5 from there. And then do 2 brown, 4 green, and another 2 brown. You're going to go yellow, orange. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Orange, yellow. And then surround that all with green. And then put 2 more on the top there, and then fill. You're going to do another layer of brown. And then we're going to need to get some black wool. Once I figure out what I'm doing here. And I broke the statue. Okay, so there we go. We're going to do 2 on top of this little peak here. So 1, 2, and then fill that all in with the black wool. And if I don't say how many you're supposed to go, just go back and look and see how many I place. I might be wrong, so just make sure that what I place is the same as what I say. So you're going to go 2, and then... So on this middle left block right there, you're going to go green, and then a black, and then a green on top of that. I'm going to need to reference this other statue here a few times because I don't really remember what it's supposed to be like. Okay, and then there's 4 on top of that block right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then fill that one in, and then you're going to go 2 to the right and 2 to the left. I guess that's kind of making his tie, if that's what that is. It might be like his shirt or something. Okay. Alright. And then what you're going to want to do is fill the rest of it in with black. Okay, and then this is what the front should look like. Yeah, see, right there on the... Yeah, there we go. Right there. It's supposed to be brown. Okay. So that's what it should look like. Now we're going to move on to the hands. And for the hands, you're going to need sandstone. You need, let's see, you need the white wool, the light gray wool, the gray wool, and the black wool. We'll also need brown, but we'll do that when we get there. Okay, so from the bottom there, you're going to go 4 out. And let me just make sure that it is 4. Okay. 4 out, and then white on each end. Nope. There, maybe? Okay. And then light gray in the middle. And then a row of gray, just regular gray. And then we're going to go up 3 black. But let me make sure here. Okay. So we're going up 3 black right here. And then we're going to do a row of brown. And this is where the brown comes in. And then fill the rest of that in there with black. And it's the exact same sign on both arms, so the other arm I'm going to do a little bit faster than I did this one. So that's what that should look like. And we're going to move on to the other side here. Do the same thing for on the bottom row of brown. White on the ends. Light gray in the middle. Solid gray across. 3 black up. And a row of brown. Then fill the rest of it in with black. Okay, so that's the whole front side except for the head, which we'll do that last. Okay, and that's what that should look like. Now we're going to move on to the back, and you're going to want to start off with brown, but I don't really remember the dimensions here, so let's go find that out. Okay, so it's 4. So you're going to go 4 out, and then we'll make it a total of 4, so 3 out. Okay, and then row of 8, you're going to make it exactly like the front side of his shoes. 3 rows of 8. And then we're going to need the blue again. The blue, the yellow, the gold, the orange, we're going to need all of that. And 3 rows, I think, is all we need. For right there, because, yeah, there's supposed to be a brown there. Yeah, let's go make sure. So, yeah, there's only 3 rows. I did 5. So we'll just knock out these 2 rows. And then on there, you're going to want to put a row of brown. And then you got your 5 rows of blue. And then 2 rows of brown. And then you're going to fill the rest of the back of the statue in with black all the way up to it's even with the torso. So there's his little belt thing there. Fill that all the way up. And then fill all this in. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Okay. And now we need to do the back side of the arms, which are a little bit different than the front because they have those little buckles. But they are the same with all the way up until that brown line. So you're gonna need the same materials, the sandstone, the light gray, and the dark gray. Or I guess just the normal gray. Okay, so 4 there, white on each end, 2 light gray in the middle, a row of gray, and then 3 rows of black. Okay, and then for the brown, you want to go brown on each end, except I did not do that. And then it's going to go orange, yellow, and then yellow, orange. So the pattern kind of switches. So now you're going to need your block of gold and your orange and your yellow. If I can figure out how to use this game. You'll no longer need that green anymore, so you can just get rid of that. So orange, yellow, gold on the orange, yellow on the yellow. And then it's the opposite that on the other side, but now you just fill the rest of this side in with black. And then you're gonna do the exact same thing on this side. The 4, white, white, 2 light gray, solid gray, and then 3 rows of black. Brown on each end, and then this time you're going to go yellow, orange, gold on the orange, yellow on the yellow, and then fill the rest of that in with black. So now all we have to do is the sides of the statue and the head, and the sides are the easiest part. Now here's what it's going to look like from the back. The gold marks should be opposite of each other, like one should be on the left and the other should be on the right hand side. And that's what it should look like right there. And now for the side, you're just going to fill in the same color that's on both sides, if that makes sense. So like here, you fill in the brown, then you're going to fill it in with blue. So there's no pattern change, it's just the same colors on the side. And then another row of brown. So whatever color you see, just fill it in with that color. And then here you're going to want to fill in the bottom so that his hands aren't hollow. So you're going to use sandstone here. And then white on this one. And then that gray. And then black. 1 brown. Or I guess 2 browns. And I think that's it for this arm, just more black. Then move on to the other side. Start off with the brown again. Each side is exactly the same, so. And then in with the 3 blues, a row of brown, and then 5 blue, 5 rows of blue. Got a little bit of sound lag right there, I don't know what's up with that. Fill the bottom in with the sandstone, white across, gray across, black up 3, a brown, and then the rest of that is black. And then you want to fill in the rest of his shoulders here, up until the tie, so that his shoulders aren't hollow. Okay, now we're going to move on to the face, or his head. And it extends over this front part here by 2. So you're just going to go 1 over the tie, so it's even with the rest of the torso. And then you're going to go 8 across, just like the bottom. And then you're going to go out 2. So 2 rows here. Okay. I do manage to mess that up right there. That block is supposed to be down 1. We'll fix that later, so don't follow this up until I start fixing what I did, because apparently I don't realize that I did that wrong. But over here you're going to need sandstone, black and white wool, brown, And then when we get to the goggles, you'll need... I'll tell you what you need then. So yes, that looks way different than that. Yes, and there's the mouth. So now we gotta get rid of all of this here, because I can't build. So yeah, the mouth needs to move down one. Everything needs to move down one block. So the black mouth, 2 black right in the middle. Get rid of this row here. Okay. Now you're going to do sandstone on the end, and then a white, a black, 2 sandstone in the middle, a black, and a white, and then a sandstone, and then white on all the wool there, so the black and the white, and then the rest of that there is sandstone. And then you're going to fill the rest of his head in on the forehead with 4 brown. Yeah, that's 4. Okay, and then fill the rest of that in. Now this part here of his hair is going to get mostly covered up by the goggles. So if it looks a little weird, that's why. Okay, now moving on to the back of the head. It extends here by 2. The hair does, so this is kind of weird part. So the sandstone is only 4 things wide, starting from the front. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get rid of that one there. So make it to where the sandstone only is 4 blocks long. So 2 blocks on the body and 2 off. So now here you're going to add a layer on of each of these. So let's get rid of these. So you're going to go a layer there, so 3, and then another layer of 2 on top. And do the same thing on the opposite side, 3, and then 2, just like that. And then you're going to take the hair and expand it to where it goes 2 off of the body. So 4 total. And then you're going to make that all even, just a little box here. And then you're going to fill all of that in with brown. Filling in stuff is very tedious. Oh. I gotta fix that. Maybe someday I'll learn to do something without messing up. But that day is not today. We haven't uploaded in a very long time, but we've been getting requests to build some statues. Like this statue here was a request to build the diamond minecart. So here we are, we're going to build this, and we're going to start coming out with more videos on games that are coming out for the Xbox One, like Master Chief Collection. I'm not sure if we'll do any GTA 5. We're going to do Dying Light. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do in the Master Chief Collection, so we'll kind of stick to that. And it doesn't really matter if you mess up anything inside the head, because you're not going to see it, so you don't need to worry about getting rid of it. So now fill on the top of his head. Alright, now for the goggles. So for the goggles, you're going to need black, block of diamond, and cyan wool. Just get the block of diamond and cyan wool. And now here it's easier just to watch what I do than for me to explain it. So you're going to kind of like make a box looking thing. And in the middle they connect. and it's right over his eye. So for here, the block of diamond is on the top left, and then the rest of it is cyan, and then the block of diamond is on the top right on the other side, and then the rest of it's filled with cyan. And then for here, you're going to go right there, skip that block in the middle, and then go all the way back. I like filling the headband around with 2 because it just looks more natural, because the goggles are 2 blocks wide, so that makes sense to me. So you want to skip this block here every time. Alright, well there's your diamond minecart all the way finished. We're going to do a little 360 look around. So like I said, we're going to be uploading more videos in the future, more Minecraft, more everything. So whatever you want, we'll do. We're going to do some of our own. Just thanks for watching, and I hope this helped, and enjoy the rest of the 360 view of your statue.